Hold your breath and count to 10.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best movie songs that send shivers down our spines every time we hear them. Number 10. Don't You Forget About Me, The Breakfast Club.
See you next Saturday.
Yeah.
Doesn't this one just make you want to go back to high school? Don't You Forget About Me acts as a backdrop for both the beginning and end of The Breakfast Club. These moments involve the voiceover discussing the various cliques and stereotypes the Breakfast Club members supposedly fall under, and it's the ideal song to bookend the story. The characters don't want to be forgotten by one another as they spend the day unpacking who they really are.
In the simplest terms, the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain, and an athlete,
and a basket case, a princess,
and a criminal.
The lyrics perfectly encompass those feelings, giving us goosebumps every time we hear them, especially when we see Judd Nelson's Bender throw his fist in the air.
Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
Don't you forget about me.
Number 9. When Doves Cry, Purple Rain. While the titular song in Purple Rain is incredibly touching, it's When Doves Cry that really gets us.
Dig, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss.
It was composed by Prince, and he also plays every instrument that we hear, so it truly shows off his impressive musical prowess.
Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you.
Not only that, its placement in the rock musical is perfect. Indeed, it plays while the kid reflects on his tumultuous life, with doves crying serving as a metaphor for his struggles.
Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied.
Of course, it's not the first or last example of a Prince tune captivating audiences, but considering its unique sound and meaningful, heartfelt lyrics, we almost want to cry alongside the doves every time it plays.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Number 8. See You Again, Furious 7.
It's never goodbye.
After the shocking death of Paul Walker, fans of the Fast and Furious franchise were heartbroken, and the future of the films was uncertain.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Furious 7 is the first movie in the series to be released after Walker's passing. Naturally, its tribute to him is incredibly emotional.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
Due in large part to this song.
And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
At the end, when Dom says it's never goodbye, See You Again plays, signifying that he is just saying see you later to his best friend. Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth's track talks about brotherhood and family, the backbone of these films.
Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side.
And the accompanying montage wonderfully honours Paul Walker.
Started down small to a real bond, cause we're brothers first, cause we're been through a lot, but it ain't over, we gon' keep it.
You'll always be with me.
Number 7. St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion. St. Elmo's Fire.
Don't you worry, everything's gonna be alright.
Much like the term St. Elmo's in the movie, this song contains multitudes.
If you feel the pain, you'll find it all alone. Everything has changed.
Co-written by David Foster and singer John Parr, it was inspired by Paralympian Rick Hansen's Man in Motion tour.
I believe there's nothing that man can't do if he sets his mind to do it.
In the context of the film, St. Elmo's Fire is about finding your way in the world, figuring out who you are, and pursuing great things.
I can see a new horizon.
You let undergraduate punk sit at our table?
Relax, Alex. I've only been there
Yeah, we've been here 4 years.
No matter how you interpret it though, the number gets us in the feels every time. The Brat Pack characters can certainly relate to these sentiments, and it's a theme that leaves us feeling more empowered with every listen.
I can feel that Elmos Fire burning in me. Burning.
Number 6. Moon River, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Audrey Hepburn's most famous role sees her as the stunning Holly Golightly, who naively wanders through her life while she falls in love and finds herself.
Oh, I love New York.
Her light, carefree demeanour shines through in her performance of Moon River on her fire escape, when she sings as she daydreams about love.
Drifters off to see the world.
It's a simple and beautiful moment that's become iconic in its own right. So we're not surprised that it not only earned the Oscar for Best Original Song, but also the Grammys for Record and Song of the Year.
My huckleberry friend, Moon River.
It's clearly cemented itself in cinematics and musical history, and it brings a tear to our eye every time it plays.
Hi,
Hi,
what you doing?
writing?
Good.
Number 5. Glory, Selma.
As long as there's light ahead for them, it's worth it to me.
Ava DuVernay's historical film tells the story of the marches from Selma to Montgomery in 1965 as protesters fought for equal voting rights.
We will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory.
A story this powerful needed a song to match. Common and John Legend's anthem about both the hope and the injustices surrounding the civil rights movement is likely to give any listener goosebumps.
Selma is now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd.
It's an empowering piece that the vocals are perfect for, and it has even been used at actual political events since its release.
Glory. Oh, glory.
It deservedly won many major awards, and it's a hard one to listen to without feeling inspired.
That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walked through Ferguson with our hands up.
Number 4. Skyfall, Skyfall.
Feel the earth move and then
Is there any musician who gives us chills like Adele?
Skyfall is where we start.
James Bond themes have always been iconic, from Paul McCartney and Wings, Live and Let Die, to Tina Turner's GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, I found his weakness.
So clearly she had some big shoes to fill. Obviously she was up to the task, as 2012 Skyfall is spine-chilling.
Let the sky fall when it crumbles.
With just the right amount of intensity for the legendary character and film franchise. It's complete with a 77-piece orchestra and took about 18 months to perfect, so Adele deserves all the awards she received for it. It's even been said that James Bond, aka Daniel Craig himself, got emotional the first time he heard the impactful song.
Skyfall is where we start.
We can't say we blame him.
At Skyfall.
Number 3. I Will Always Love You, The Bodyguard.
If I should stay.
Though it was originally sung by Dolly Parton's soft, simple voice, it's Whitney Houston's rendition of this epic tune that truly captivates us.
Wait!
While The Bodyguard wasn't exactly critically acclaimed, it will forever be remembered for its soundtrack, and I Will Always Love You in particular.
And I will always love you.
The ballad works as a love letter and wonderfully embodies the romance between Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston's characters in the romantic drama. Of course, the acclaimed song will always be associated with Houston's impeccable stirring vocals, which take it to the next level.
And I wish you joy and happiness.
It's no surprise that it and she are considered among the greatest of all time.
And I will always love you.
Number 2, Over the Rainbow, The Wizard of Oz. There are dozens of fun songs we can't help but sing along to in this classic picture. But this is the one that never fails to touch our hearts. Capturing the essence of the film, Judy Garland as Dorothy Gale sets the stage for the magical land of Oz with this moving ballad.
There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
In the beginning of The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy struggles in her sepia-toned world, and Over the Rainbow expresses her dream of a place full of colour, hope and freedom.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind.
That's a sentiment generations of audience members have been relating to for almost a century. Thus, Over the Rainbow always brings back fond memories of both Judy Garland and this nostalgic film, giving us chills.
Why, oh, why can't I?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Staying Alive, Saturday Night Fever. This Bee Gees tune acts as the ideal backdrop for Tony Manero's story. Mrs. Robinson, The Graduate. A perfect song for Benjamin, Mrs. Robinson and Elaine's story.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know.
Eye of the Tiger, Rocky 3. An anthem worthy of our favourite underdog fighter. Lose Yourself, 8 Mile. We always lose ourselves in this epic tune. Flashdance. What a feeling. Flashdance. Hearing this song during Alex's audition gives us all the feelings.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. My Heart Will Go On, Titanic.
Far across the distance and spaces between us.
This entire movie pulls at our heartstrings, and My Heart Will Go On greatly amplifies those emotions. It's one of the best-selling singles of all time.
Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime.
So it's wild to think James Cameron was hesitant to have a pop theme song for Titanic. What's less surprising is the fact that he changed his mind considering Celine Dion flawlessly nailed her delivery in just one take. My Heart Will Go On fits the stunning aesthetic of Titanic, and its lyrics bring Jack and Rose's romance to musical life. Every time it's played, we think of the heart of the ocean, the doomed ship, the lovers, and a young Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. It doesn't get much better than that. Which movie song is your favourite? Let us know in the comments.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.